Hi, this is Ryan with Video Conference Gear. Today I'm with Adrian Doughty of Nureva. So over the past few years, Video Conference Gear has been deploying Nurevas in hundreds, if not thousands, of conference rooms across the globe. There's certain reasons we love their products because they perform in so many unique scenarios at a cost-effective manner. So I brought Adrian on today to give us a high-level overview of the different solutions Nureva's out with this year. Adrian, give me a little history of who is Nureva, where did you come from, and we'll jump into some product specs here real quick.
Sure. So at a really high level, we're a company that wanted to make this being people working together easier. We were founded by the former founders of Smart Technologies, Dave Martin and Nancy Knowlton. And since 2016, when we launched our first audio product, we've actually been working in all kinds of different spaces, and the solutions themselves have matured over those 4 years to really get into those unique spaces that you're talking about.
Great, so that's one of the things I like is the history of the company, right? The founders have lived in a lot of conference rooms over the years, but now they created a unique audio product. So help the people understand what is the HDL300, which has been one of our top selling large room devices out there for the past couple of years.
Sure, so I'm actually going to zoom out on the room so that you can get an idea, and I can actually show you the product. The HDL300 is this device right here behind me. It is an integrated microphone and speaker bar. And unlike traditional systems, what we do is we use a bank of 12 omnidirectional microphones in the device, and our own custom firmware and software creates over 8,000 virtual microphones that fill the room. Now the actual specific number is 8,192. That's a real number, and when you think about a virtual microphone, imagine a virtual pickup point in the room, so that instead of sitting in a specific beam, I've actually got a virtual microphone no matter where I am, even if I'm in a big room. And this room is big, it's 26 feet long, it's 18 feet wide, half the walls are glass, doesn't matter, I can talk right at the wall and those virtual mics will pick me up. But what's really getting people excited now, Ryan, is that the virtual microphones themselves are auto-calibrated. We're all coming back to work and we all have to figure out new ways of seating. This room used to have 15 chairs in it, it now has 9. And we're going to be sort of figuring that out for a while. The nice thing about that continual auto-calibration is that what we do now and what we do 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years from now, we'll still be able to address because the system's always checking the room to make sure mics are properly distributed.
I think that's been one of our favorite parts of working with clients. It's been an easy plug-and-play solution. But there are some features to upgrade to make some tweaks in the background, but we'll go to that later. So as like you said, we have a sound bar with microphones. Is there any special mounting requirements with the Nureva?
So no special mounting requirements. It's important to know it's a very lightweight install. The unit itself here on the wall is 1/2 of the system. It's a 2-part system. So part 1 is the bar. It does need to be mounted high. This is the recommended mounting height of 85 inches. 2 keyholes on the back of the unit. It only weighs 18 pounds. So this one is actually on the wall just in drywall anchors. A single cable runs from the back of the unit to a little white box we call the Connect module. You can see it on the video at the front of my table there. And then that gets connected to the USB in the room PC and you're good to go.
Good. So just to clarify, do you need to run power to the sound bar?
No, you don't. It's a 1 cable. There's a PoE injector in that little white box. So that white box needs power, but there's no power requirement at the wall.
Perfect. So it's kind of a simple 1 cable drop done, which is a Cat 6 shielded cable. And how far can we go with that cable between the box and the soundbar?
We've tested up to 200 feet.
Okay, nice.
I don't know anyone who's gone that far though.
So right now you said you're in, what size room are you in?
So it's 26 feet long, it's 18 feet wide.
Okay.
There's no acoustic treatment in here, 9-foot ceiling. Pretty echoey room. I can hear myself in certain spots, and you can hear the room too, right? That's what we deliver. What we're delivering is full room pickup, right? Anywhere I go in this space, any direction I look, you'll be able to hear me. We get a lot of people looking right now for teachers, right? Universities, schools, even private schools, because there's going to be that blended online in-room learning for a bit, and they want to make sure that they can talk to the room, but also know that they're getting audio picked up and delivered to the rest of the learners.
Nice. So I think one of the other features I like is all of a sudden we hit bigger rooms, right? Eventually we get beyond the 25 square foot room, right? Where I think we go with the single bar is great for a room up to 25 by 25 square feet. What is the next layer up of how does this scale up to larger rooms?
So the next layer up is actually just as simple. You add one more bar that connects to the same Connect module. So you're literally adding one cable and one bar.
Okay.
And you're covering a room of up to 30 by 50 feet. So you can do 1,500 square feet. And that's a pretty unique room. We do a lot of them, but those tend to be training rooms and big gathering rooms. I think you and I actually worked on a local sort of city council room together. Those are really unique spaces.
Perfect. So, and then, no, this has actually been one of our top selling audio products, right? And a lot of times when people come to us they want wireless mics at the table and different things there, I'm kind of like, let's try the Nureva and watch how this virtually covers your room. It's just as good. We don't have to worry about charging mics on the table, and it's a simple, easy solution without any back-end DSP programming. So if you have any questions on the Nureva HDL300, hop online, chat with us, or give us a call, and we're happy to help. Now we've moved over to a smaller room, and I think you're going to show us the new HDL200. What's the latest on the HDL200?
Sure. So the HDL200, we announced it at ISE earlier this year, before all this craziness happened. And the reason we did the HDL200 for smaller rooms is because, as you saw in the bigger rooms, right, that convenience factor, that ability to face any direction, position the camera wherever you need it in the room, and then have good audio pickup regardless of the type of work that's being done in that room is really important for people. And so we came up with the HDL200. It's powered by the microphone Mist, although on this unit, the microphones are on the front and not on the bottom, which means you can actually tie the HDL directly above or below a display without any keep-out zone, which is a big difference for a lot of people.
Okay. And how is it, do we use a breakout box again, or are we a direct USB connection in this scenario?
Direct USB connection to the in-room computer. In my case, it's here, but we've already had several conversations with people who want to run a cable to the table or marry it to a Zoom Rooms PC behind the display, use it with some of those low-touch, no-touch meeting room solutions where people use their own laptop as well. Lots of flexibility in these small rooms.
Okay. And right now, are you on the HDL200?
I am, yeah. So this room, just to differentiate it from the other one, 18 feet wide, just over 18 feet long, just over 14 feet wide.
Okay, it looks like another highly reflective room with glass walls.
It is less glass in this one than in my other one, but this wall here is glass, and we do have a floor-to-ceiling whiteboard on the other side of the room, just off camera, that is also glass.
Okay, and what is the list price on the HDL200?
List price on the 200 is $16.99, and it'll start shipping here in July this year.
Okay, and are there any other options, add-ons that we can get with the HDL200?
Yeah, absolutely. So we had, as we were going through the process of researching the product, we learned two really important things. One, people like to have a very easy way to mount soundbars to displays. So one available accessory is a VESA mount, so it aligns to the VESA pattern on the back of the display. That's actually how this one is mounted. And then it's hard to see in the video, but there's also a magnetic point on the top of the HDL200. And we have a camera mount accessory that screws into the thread at the bottom of most cameras, the standard size. And what that lets you do is position the camera directly on the HDL200, if that's what you want. One of the things that we learned was lots of different rooms have lots of different camera needs. Choosing the right camera at the right position for that room and the work to be done in that room is something that you know a lot about, and we are going to rely on your expertise and not force people to have the camera attached to the sound.
No, it's ironic you bring that up. I had a cart manufacturer say, which way do I make my sound bars and where do we mount it? And the answer was both ways. It all depends on what's right for the room. Right camera, right room, right audio, and so many variables. I think one of the areas we're looking forward to the HDL200 is on cart systems, right? Where I think part of it is the previous HDL300 needed its wall reflectivity for optimal pickup. This allows us to go into the cart solution, right, and create that simple sound bar for decent room capture in these generalized areas. So
it does, and we've been working with a lot of people who have that exact idea. End users that we both have spoken with together are testing that out. And again, that auto calibration comes into play, right? You can wheel the system around, put it into a variety of different rooms, and the system will self-adjust to what's happening in that room without someone having to trigger a calibration. It's just going to work.